Hi, I'm Demi.
And I'm Mel.
And we are
the Mel and Demi Show.
Today we are really excited because we have the lovely Monique Mccreanor with us. She is a fitness influencer who is going to talk to us all about fitness and everything that she's about. So welcome, Monique. How are you today?
I'm good, guys. How are you?
Good. Thank you so much for coming. I'm really excited actually to talk to you a little bit more about what you do because I am actually quite unfamiliar with some of these fitness things.
Me too.
And but it's really exciting because we're going to obviously ask you a couple of questions to find out a little bit more about what you do. So tell us a little bit about yourself and why fitness.
Well, I started my fitness journey when I was about 14 or 15. That's when I first started, when I walked into a gym because for years I've been playing sports like tennis and I've been doing ballet and all that kind of thing. And then like stupid me, like back in the day, joined the gym because I wanted to get a thigh gap.
Didn't we all? Don't worry.
It was so tragic. I remember like watching, it was when I was first exposed to like the Victoria's Secret models and stuff like that, and all that content on YouTube and stuff was like how to get a thigh gap and how to do this and that, get rid of hip dips. And I was like, oh, okay. So I have to go to the gym and I have to do these leg raises and all these weird exercises. And so that's when, I got exposed to the gym. And then through the years, I've become who I am today.
Amazing. Is the thigh gap still a thing?
No, I don't think so.
No.
I think it's more about thick
Yeah.
rather than thick thigh rather than...
That's what I like to believe.
Rather
Because
than-
I don't have no thigh gap.
I think the only gap I'm getting is in between my fingers.
So how many times a week do you train and what do you feel the benefits of training are?
Yeah, so most weeks I train 6 days a week, and then on the 7th day is generally just, I'm working, so I just kind of chill a bit. And then with my training I mainly do weightlifting because I find that complements the sports that I compete in.
Fantastic. So you're a little bit of both, a bit of cardio as well as weights, or just you a lover of weights? Like, what is your favourite?
Weights is like my thing.
That's
so
your go-to.
Yeah, so 85% of my training, or even 90%, is weights, and then there's only a tiny bit of cardio.
So you know what we're going to be doing? Start lifting the table each.
Yeah. I'll lift this
segment.
microphone.
That's awesome. Excellent. So you are quite heavily into your training 6 times a week. What are you doing on that 7th day?
I just go for a nice walk,
So you are
stretch.
still exercising.
Yeah,
Far out, Dems. What are we doing? Swinging on these chairs.
Just something really chill. Yeah.
Just really easy.
Yeah.
Maybe just recoup. And is it really important to also regain that little bit of energy
100%.
to get going for day 1 again for your hardcore 6 days of training?
Definitely, especially because when I'm training clients in the gym as well, it's very physical for me because I'm generally picking up their weights as well and loading the bar up. So I feel like it's non-stop just lifting up.
You're a trainer and the spotter. Is that the right term?
Yeah.
Spotting.
Yeah, 100%.
Just go up on people and start drawing spots.
I'll be your spotter today.
I'll be your spotter. That's awesome. So, Mon, tell us, why do you think influencing and fitness are successful? Like, do you find that a little bit of fabrication and idolizing this perfect body and beauty that's associated with it? So what makes influencing so important?
So I think it's just the fact that because we're on our phones so much, being a very much technological society, and even in the gym when I'm training and I see other people training, we're all on our phones just scrolling through Instagram and Facebook in between sets.
Are they doing the whole perfect angle and then quick suck in, turn, twist to get
quick
that
flex?
look? Is that legit? Because I like when I see things that are real. Like, I don't mind a lump and a bump, and who cares if your belly button's off center? Like, do you know what I mean?
100%. I think that we need to remind ourselves that everything that people put up is what they want us to see. Like, it's a highlight reel. Even myself, I try to be as relatable as possible. I try not to, edit my photos or anything like that. I might put a filter here and there or brighten it up a bit, but just, I don't want to be spending like 20 million hours of my life just trying to like find that perfect angle and then,
But I feel like people take more to when you're raw and real and yourself. that is really something that is trending, I guess they would say, on Instagram right now as well. People that are just being themselves and putting their real selves out there. So I think that's really
You don't
inspiring.
want an unrealistic expectation.
Yeah.
And when you've got a trainer like yourself who's just like, no, we can work hard, we can get X amount of results, but you got to put in X effort as well. Don't obviously look at influencing, but your influencing, is more about the positive on fitness and training and how to look a certain way, but without feeling like you have to look like a model.
And I try to be really realistic with it, because for myself, so I compete in bodybuilding, and you do have to get really lean to get on stage. And I try to, so when some of my clients come up to me, they'll be like, oh, I really want to look like how you are on stage, like super lean and stuff. And I say, look, we can get you to that point, but I'll teach them that it's actually not worth it in the end, because you can't maintain that. Like, even I can't maintain that a day after show. Like, you go out to eat and then...
Just on that note, why can't people maintain that? What is it?
So the body fat percentage is just so low, and your hormones, your energy, everything is just super, super, super low during even those final month before competition. And then even on that show day, your energy is extremely low, and you really have to like hype yourself up.
That would be so hard.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And you're just gonna, I guess you're pushing your bodies to limits.
Yeah. So with my clients, I try to teach them, because a lot of them want to lose weight. So we go through that, but I just really focus on the performance goals, like what they can do, how much they can lift, and then they really fall in love with training that way. And then they stop thinking about what they look like, and I love that. Like, it really warms my heart when they don't focus on like those little stupid things.
And we all look different. So you could do something, I could do something, and we'd look completely different. But as long as like they can move their bodies in the way they want to move them, and you know, that's really important, rather than what you look like, because you can look a certain way and not even train. Like,
and we can all follow the same diet and the same exercise regime, and we'll all look different. So
physical and mental strength.
I think that's like my mantra. Physical and mental.
Physical and mental.
What would you say ignites your passion for fitness?
Definitely my clients, just seeing them, when they hit their PBs and they lift something that they didn't think they could do, it makes me so happy. Like,
you can tell. Like, she's gonna love
like,
it.
She's gonna cry.
Like, even this past week, a lot of my clients who've been with me for at least 3 months, like, they had their testing days, and they've just, like, some of them one of them was like 45 kilos, she deadlifted 60 kilos, and I was just like,
wow.
oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So,
That's awesome. It's the rewards.
Yes.
Hard work, and then you get all the rewards back.
Yeah.
So, do you find that with your clients, they notice the most in like dress size and clothes?
And just how they feel during the day. Like, they're so much more energized, even with working from home, because it's, you know, times have changed now, and we're not really going out to the office anymore. So it's just important just to, you know, keep moving around at home. And
do you have like a home workout that you do that you teach people?
Yeah.
It's basically just steps. Like, they just have a step goal and just, you know, walking around, even if they live in an apartment, just like walk around the kitchen.
My feet are going.
Yeah.
My feet are moving.
I didn't wear my pedometer today, but that's fine.
We're up to 8,000.
Does it count when you're sitting?
Even dancing, I'm like, just dance to get those steps in.
That's
that would
great.
be great. Feel good.
That is actually a really good idea. Get a bit of Zumba going.
Yes.
Sponge
Bit of R&B, yes.
So tell us, what has been the hardest battle throughout your fitness journey? What advice would you give to people who are going through exactly the same thing?
So I think it comes from when I first started. I started my fitness journey from a place of like self-loathing, because I wanted to change myself and like fit this mold that I couldn't fit, and like I wanted to be someone and look like someone else, and like
that's such a common thing that you hear about idolizing. You know, as something that might be unrealistic.
Yeah.
Exactly, and I think fitness journeys need to be about yourself, what you can do and how you can be a better person, just 1% per day, like improve yourself and just be a stronger version of you mentally and physically.
Do you find that diet has also been a hard struggle?
Yeah, definitely. So when I first started, it was slashing calories, doing all this crazy cardio and random Instagram workouts just to get like my sweat on and just burn off the food, and I had to earn my food, which I think is just such a negative mindset, and that's not what we should be doing.
Can I ask you on the diet thing, Is it true that the foods these days just contain naturally more sugars and they're pumped with more hormones and things like that? I got told that like a tomato now is not the same as what a tomato was like 10 years ago.
Wow.
Is this true?
It's so random.
Because there's sugars,
Yeah.
like they, you know, got natural sugars and things, and are they
Yeah.
pumping things in the soil? Are they, you know, fueling these veggies?
Well, I've heard that our soil isn't as good quality as it was back in the day, which is why it's harder for us to absorb the nutrients
Yes.
from fruits and vegetables these days. So we have to resort to supplements and things like that, or like eat a ton of veggies.
Yeah, 'cause back in the day there was no supplements. They
Yeah.
were just
No.
eating
But
whatever
the
was
quality, like, so you get a tomato now. The reason why I say this is a tomato from an Italian's garden does not look like
No,
the tomato
nothing.
that's on the shelf in
Oh,
Woolworths.
100%, yeah.
You know, there's one that's shiny and it's like plastic looking. And we love that because we go, oh, that's a great tomato.
Yeah.
But the taste isn't there. It's
That's right.
just
It's all
yeah.
because of the exterior, but you're probably not
Exactly.
getting as much nutrients. So has that been a struggle in terms of keeping people on a journey and making sure they eat the right foods, but making sure that where they're getting it from
Yeah.
is important?
I think so, and I think it's also the fact that there's a lot of really bad information out there with nutrition. Like people like, you got to go to this diet like keto, drop all your
Lemon
carbs.
detox, remember
Yeah.
that?
Oh, the skinny me teas.
Yes. Oh, they're all over Instagram.
There's a lot of fads out there, isn't there?
Insane. So I think it's about finding what works for you, and just remember that everyone's got different nutrition requirements and things like that.
You sound very
Yeah.
passionate, which is really nice. I like that you already, I'm sitting here and I'm like, she makes me feel good.
Yeah.
You know, it makes me feel good about wanting to work out, which I think that's
Yeah.
really important. Having a nice rapport with someone who's able to motivate, really, isn't
Yeah,
it? Inspire.
exactly. How would you say that you stay motivated? Like, what do you do to stay motivated, and what are some tips you can give to someone else who's trying to stay motivated and struggling, as
Yeah.
the majority of us do?
Oh, so 100% of the time, like, motivation, I think it's really important to understand that it's dwindling, like it comes and goes.
Yeah.
And like different things motivate different people. And I think it's important that we need to be consistent. So even myself, sometimes when I wake up to train, I don't want to train, but I've made that commitment to myself. I wrote it in my diary, like I'm pretending that I'm my own boss, and I'm like, I need to go to that meeting, so I'm going to go to that workout and I'm
Yes.
going to do that, and I'll feel so much better afterwards as well.
That's a great way to look at it, like a
Yeah.
meeting, like for work. You can't miss it. You have
Yeah.
to do it. You're locked in, so you go.
Yeah.
That's a good way to look at it.
I have to ask, a little birdie, well, it's not a real little birdie, you do Spartan?
Yes.
Can you tell me about that?
We checked
This
you
is
out.
Awesome. So you've done from school, fitness, wanting the thigh gap, worked really hard, went and got trained and certified in your fitness and PT, and now Spartan?
Yes. So
This is cool.
so fun fact, so I started Ninja Warrior training when I was
Oh,
like
wow.
in 20s,
Oh.
just when I'd finished
Love
school.
that show.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I'm addicted.
my goal was to be on the show, and so I met like all the ninjas in Sydney, and like we would all train together and stuff. And then one of them had been doing a Spartan race, and so I was like, oh, I'll do that, you know, it'll be good prep because there's a lot of obstacles and stuff like that. And I did my first Spartan race in 2018, and then I've never looked back. Like,
Amazing.
Oh,
To tell us
wow.
what happens in a Spartan
Yeah.
race. Is this like we've got sandbags?
Yeah.
It looks intense.
Running.
The pictures are full on.
we got
Dirt
mud.
everywhere.
Yes.
And the slow motion.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. Yeah, so essentially there's different race distances, so you can go from 5Ks all the way up to 50Ks,
Oh,
like
wow.
ultra marathons,
Wow.
crazy. And then in each race you've got more than 20 obstacles that you have to complete. So you're
I'm
essentially like,
exhausted just hearing
so yeah, there's like javelin, like spear throws,
Wow.
rope climbs, monkey bars, like all these different grip exercises. Like it's so fun.
And how do you train for that?
Lots of mud. So my weight training, I think, helped me so much because it's made me really strong. So whenever I have to like pick up a heavy sandbag or the bucket carry or anything like that, like I'm, you know, revved up to do things. And there's also a few obstacle course racing gyms around too.
Awesome.
Awesome. Yeah, that's really good.
May not give that a try.
Yeah.
Sounds like it's really hard work.
It's so fun. You
I
have to
bet.
be covered in mud.
I
and
bet the
just...
adrenaline going through the race and everyone helps each other, or is it all man for themselves?
Oh, so it just depends. If you're doing open race, then
Yeah.
you can help out and you can have teammates and stuff. But if you do it competitively, you can't help anyone.
I can just imagine going
Yeah.
up the wall, you know, you've got a straight plank wall. I'm jumping up, help me. And then all of a sudden you just see a split in the middle of my pants or something goes open, and then I'm trying to hook the leg over, and I go, now we know each other real well.
The amount of times like I've had clothing rip on me, like
Yeah.
it's ridiculous.
Just gotta go with it. Oh, that's awesome. Well, thank you so much for your
Yes,
time.
thank you.
No worries.
It's not over though.
Yes.
We want to have a little game with you called Would You Rather. Demi's going to explain it to you what's going to happen.
So, would you rather? So, you have 5 seconds to answer the questions. I'm going to ask you just 2 different things, and you just pretty much tell us what you would rather.
Yep.
Okay? Ready? Drum roll, please. Okay, dumbbells or leg press?
Leg press,
Booty or abs?
booty,
Yes.
Lorna Jane or Rockwear?
rockwear,
Sprint or marathon?
marathon,
Protein shake or protein bar?
protein bar,
Physio or chiro?
physio,
Yes.
Gym or outdoor workout?
gym,
Facebook or Instagram?
Instagram,
Arnie or Dwayne Johnson?
Come on. Come
Arnie.
on.
I thought that would be the answer.
Tomato.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I went there.
back.
I went there. I have to say I'm a Dwayne Johnson fan.
Same.
My goodness.
Let's not even go there now.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for joining us. We
Yes.
really, really appreciate your time. It's amazing having you here. We know we haven't had anyone with fitness and Spartan on here, so it's really nice. It's very interesting on what you do.
Yeah.
So thank you so much.
Thank you guys for having me.
No worries. And how can our listeners reach you? Like, what social platforms do you have?
So on Instagram, I'm just Monique Mccreanor.
Oh, nice and simple.
Yeah,
Perfect.
and then I've got a Facebook page, which is Monique Mccreanor Transformation Coach.
Awesome.
So-
She has a lot of
Easy.
followers, this girl. It's like nearly 15k over here on Instagram. Amazing. Thank you so much
Yes,
once
thank
again.
you.
We really appreciate it. We hope to have you back again
Yeah.
soon.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you.
I'm Demi.
And I'm Mel.
And this was the
Mel
Mel
and
and
Demi
Demi
Show.
Show.